Hey yo Hylians, my name is Tychalra and you are watching Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. That sounded really weird, I don't know. Last time on our adventure, we went to the Valley of Seers and met up with Sia in an attempt to take her down and failed miserably as she opened up portals, gateways, thingies to 3 other eras across Hyrule's history. They had to find a way to get all these characters together somehow. This time, we're going to be splitting up our 4 main characters to go and visit these other realms. Real fast, I actually meant to do this off camera, but I didn't, so I might as well just do it right now. We have a few more materials after defeating those Dark Nuts to get a few more combos for a couple of our characters, so we are going to take care of those right now, cause oh, and I didn't even get any for Lana. Wow, whoops. Yeah, we're just taking care of a little bit of this beforehand, and because this is usually a good thing, especially in the early game. This is a good thing to double check on pretty much after every mission, just to see if you have enough pieces for this, enough materials to at least get the combos. If anything else, if you don't get any other badges in the entire game, I would highly recommend you at least get the combos, because they make the game just that much more interesting. Your repertoire of moves is incredibly limited without the combos. But in case me clicking on it was any indication, I do have a recommended order in which you take care of these. Well, sort of. I have one that I recommend you start with. The order itself doesn't actually matter all that much, but there is one that I highly recommend you begin with, because you're going to get an item in the Twilight Princess subset that will be needed to get certain optional collectibles in a few other missions. So we're going to do this one first so that we have it on hand. And we're going to be using Lana's Deku Spear. I'm just going to hand you guys over to Weapon of the Day, me, because this weapon, oh boy, here we go. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and it seems our streak of great weapons has met its demise at Lana's Spear. Despite its relatively fast-paced attack speed, Lana's Spear can never seem to get quite enough reach or power to make use of any of it, and is such one of the worst weapons in the game. Immediately, problems are noticeable right out of the gate with her standard combo string. This move, despite moving around quite a bit, is insanely narrow, resulting in it having absolutely abysmal range. What's more, the many moves in this string have very little flow, and will clumsily and almost hesitantly move from one attack to the next. This tends to leave Lana open during critical points of her combo string, while also making it fairly difficult to follow up on enemies that are hit by the first or second strike. This combo string is a really poor way to start, and unfortunately it doesn't get much better from here. Lana's basic heavy attack is simply awful. With this attack, Lana will randomly summon one of 2 things: a single tree that has terrible range and power, or a baby Deku tree that will either dash forward pathetically or bounce around pathetically. This move is terrible, never use it. For her first combo, Lana will launch herself into the air and begin a float. You can then follow up this attack with 2 glides forward with a normal attack, or a watery slam to the ground with a heavy attack. While these moves are probably some of Lana's best, they also suffer from the narrow range that the rest of her attacks do, making them relatively situational. Her second combo sees Lana fire a slingshot in the direction she's facing. This can be stalled a little bit to adjust the aim, but even then, the stall is not long. While this is probably one of Lana's best moves, containing range and power, it is, again, incredibly narrow, meaning it will really only take down targets in a straight line in front of her. Lana's third combo has her summon 4 small waves of water that push enemies in front of her before she slams down on them with her spear. Again, this move suffers from poor range that will really only hit foes in front of her, and that really wears out its usefulness. Her fourth combo is very similar to her second, but instead of firing a slingshot, she launches a big gust of wind from her Deku Leaf. This also puts Lana in a float, allowing her to do the same follow-up attacks from her first combo. This move is slightly wider than the slingshot, but doesn't go as far, and due to the move being projectile, the float is even more situational than it is on her first combo. Finally, Lana's fifth combo is so terrible I forgot it was in the game and didn't grab footage of it in my initial recording. No, I'm not kidding. I had to double check to make sure I even had the right badge to use it. In this move, Lana will randomly summon 3 baby Deku trees in place of the ice spikes from her normal combo string. These trees then proceed to do one of the behaviors found in the basic heavy attack, and yes, these attacks are still useless. Don't use this one. Do I even need to say it again? Lana's spear is a terrible weapon that suffers from dangerously low and narrow range, and should quite frankly be avoided in most situations. That's it. Just don't use this one.
Lana stepped through her portal and found a jarring sight. Wherever she looked, the kingdom was consumed by shadow. Though she knew of the Twilight Realm, she had never seen it firsthand. Lana's sorcery could not reveal who or what was causing the twilight to cover Hyrule so completely. She soon came upon a small village beset by monsters. Her mission to close the Gate of Souls would have to wait.
And there you have it. Yup. Alright, let's take a quick look at this one, because this battlefield is a little bit weird. We have a villager who is over there, and we can't see who they are, but we will get to meet them very soon. Sia's here. You'll notice a lot of these keeps are completely covered by these dark spots on the map. We'll see what those are in just a little bit, but it's a little bit weird, so how exciting. And I do really like this music, so I'm going to let you guys listen to it for a second. Alright. I do like this music. This song is simply called Twilight Field, I think. Either Hyrule Field, Twilight Princess, or Twilight Field. It's one of those two. Super easy, but it's a fun one. I do really like this particular version of this song. This is a remix of course, the Hyrule Field theme from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. So, it's fun. Our main objective right now, there's the villager off in the corner. She's being attacked by monsters, and so we gotta go over and help them out. And, yeah. So, let's just go ahead and, I will say, just based on what I'm playing at the moment, this weapon is not quite as bad as I remember it. It doesn't make it good by any means, but it's not terrible. So, congratulations, Deku Spear. You are not the worst weapon in the game anymore. At least for right now. Maybe that'll change as we get further into this mission and start lacking again. But let's go ahead and head over here because we need to meet up with this little character over here. Don't squish me. No, I'm gonna squish you instead. What's up? And we have now met Agatha. So for anyone who has played Twilight Princess before, then you may remember the self-proclaimed bug princess Agatha. She's in this game, apparently. Apparently she's an iconic enough Zelda character to be in the game. I'm not going to rag on Agatha too much, because she is kind of a goofy character, and honestly, a lot of the interactions with her in this game are just really funny. We just saw Agatha's like, oh, I have no idea how to get there, but I can take you there no matter what because I'm just too amazing for that. So I do think Agatha's character in Hyrule Warriors is really funny and a lot better than her character in Twilight Princess, ironically enough. But but that's besides the point. We're gonna just kind of take care of things. And with that, we did see right over there, there is a new captain type. These are Aerofuls. They are very similar to Lizalfos, but they have wings, and of course they attack with them. So they're completely different from Lizalfos, but at least in terms of design, they are similar to Lizalfos. And I think they come from, well, I know that they come from the same family of enemies, kind of as if like, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. One thing to note with Aerofuls is in this game, verticality isn't really something that exists, I guess, if that makes sense. So basically how high up you are doesn't necessarily have an impact. Aerofuls have a tendency to dodge your attacks, but for the most part, how high up an enemy is doesn't really matter, because it just doesn't. You'll be able to hit them no matter what, even if it looks like you really shouldn't be able to. So that's just something to keep in mind. Aerofuls do tend to dodge your attacks though, so also keep that in mind. Anywho, I'm falling behind the story here. This gate right here was closed and we couldn't do anything about it. Agatha opened it for us. And if you're reading the text down at the bottom, she does say something pretty funny about like termites and stuff. It's pretty great. Like I said, I actually do really like Agatha's character in Hyrule Warriors. I think it's one of the best portrayals of Agatha we've ever seen. So right now we are kind of in the Twilight Realm area. That we've seen, the dark spots. All of these have keeps in them, and when these keeps are a bit different from other keeps, as they will have captains as their keep bosses instead of just normal enemies. So we're gonna take care of this dark Aerofuls real fast here. Yeah, they have captains instead of regular enemies, and once you have cleared the keep that they are in, give it just a second here to do its thing. There we go! The Twilight Realm will clear once the keep has been taken. So it's a pretty good thing, so you want to take care of that when you can. One thing that I do want to mention before we move on really quickly here. This, right here. So that requires an item that we do not have access to yet. We'll be getting that item not even in this mission later. But if I'm not mistaken, our heart container is up there. So we can't get the heart container yet. So don't worry about it. This is why I specifically recommended doing the Twilight Princess one first, because we will be getting that item in the Twilight Princess sequence. We just won't be getting it now, at this particular moment. But with that, hang on here. We got a few enemies. I wanted to grab this one real fast. I want to take care of the skilled summoner just real fast. The story will not progress until you join Agatha in the in that keep over there where she's at. So you can kind of run around the map and just take care of a few general things like finding the If you want to, you can go ahead and grab the Skulltula this way, and you can run ahead and find a few other things, mostly free of worry of accidentally losing something or whatever it may be, so you don't have to worry too much about it. But let's take care of this Dark Aeropulse real fast. Dark Aeropulse are also weak to the item that we don't have access to yet, so don't worry about that. Let's clear this Twilight Realm. And we're just about at 1,000 enemies, so we'll be getting that Skulltula pretty soon here. So I'm not going to head over to Agatha quite yet. I'm just going to wait until I can grab that. And alright, okay, there's the gold Skulltula. He's down in the bottom corner. Close to where we just were a little bit ago. I'm going to run ahead and activate the owl statue over here and then use the owl statue to warp over right next to him. So, because there is one right here up against this wall. And you can see just how useful these owl statues are going to be going forward. They do tend to put them in really good, convenient spots. They're usually pretty good about where they put them for you. So, definitely, if you can activate an owl statue, do it. I can't honestly remember exactly where the heart piece is. It's in a keep somewhere. But as far as I can remember, there isn't a weapon in this particular mission, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's just go ahead and advance the story, and we'll grab keeps as we go. Yeah, that's about it. So. Escort Agatha to her destination. We did it! And we have a cutscene here. And I do love this cutscene as well. This is a pretty great one. Yeah, I do really enjoy that interaction between characters as well. That one's pretty fun. Just the way I can imagine that for like all of us nerd people, that's what our parents all feel like. Like we say something super technical about something. It's like, oh no, the goddess, but the butterfly is it's not of a poisonous genus, and they're like, what the heck are you talking about? So yeah, I mean, I can imagine that's just how all of our parents, the parents of nerds, feel like when we talk about like technical video game stuff, and they're just like, what? But yeah, anyways, I don't even know why I'm using the boomerang all of a sudden. Like the boomerang is probably one of the more useless items outside of its specific uses. I was using it to deal with the Dark Nuts, but I don't know why I was trying to use it on just the regular enemies, because it doesn't do much of anything against regular enemies. So, and oh, is that what I think it is? I think it might be. Hang on. So we cannot fight Midna, or we don't want to fight Midna actually, as she is right now, because she's actually powered by the Twilight Realms. So the more Twilight Realms there are, the more dangerous Midna gets. So just kind of be careful of running in headfirst to a situation, because you don't want to go toe to toe with Midna. Usually, she has super armor as of right now. So she won't flinch to any of your attacks, and she's incredibly powerful. So, out, stop, please. No. I'm just trying to get rid of your generals, or your captains here. Alright, yeah, the Deku Spear is kind of starting to wear its usefulness again. It's really weird just how just jarring the attacks are, and they're really slow and rigid, and it's like... And it's too easy to dodge out of your actually useful combos. And it's also too hard to tell where you are in a combo set to actually get the combo you want. This is a lot of enemies. This is actually probably a really good place to do this. But yeah, it's just weird. I never really liked the Deku Spear. It was always just a frustrating item to work with. I guess I might as well, since I'm using Focus Spirit, I might as well take care of Midna as she is right now. And oh, I didn't even notice that we were running out of stuff, but hey, I guess we'll shoot her with this. Wow, she's actually really close to being dead. You can take care of Midna right now. There's some guy. Midna won't. She'll just retreat for now. We will have to fight her again later. She kind of just teleports to where she needs to go if you take care of her early. But you can take her out if you really want to, like I just did. She does just teleport to her destination if you take her out beforehand, though, which is interesting. But Sia has left the battlefield. So yeah, Sia runs away. I'm gonna just go ahead and capture this keep real fast, and then we should probably, actually, it would be a good idea to run and take care of those aerofoils that are threatening our base. But I'm just gonna do this. I just want to get rid of this guy quickly. There we go, he's dead. We got him. Let's go ahead and trying to think. I want to say that our heart piece is in the Sorceress Keep. So if we head up here, I want to say that this is where our heart piece is. And yep, see Midna's back with practically full health. So that just kind of goes to show how you don't really want to... Yep, here's our heart piece. You know, taking care of Midna is optional, but not really the best idea, simply because she's just going to come right back. Just with less health. And, yeah. I'm honestly just kind of working my way over to those aerofoils. They don't seem to be doing much. I thought they were supposed to be advancing towards our base, which can be dangerous. But for the most part, it's not being that big of an issue. So we're gonna... I would like to target the keep boss, please. I'm just gonna do this. Just kind of absolutely obliterate a lot of your health, so that I can just... Oh, it only took down about half of you. That's interesting. Well, let's do it again. I really just want to get through a lot of these enemies, just kind of take them out as quickly as possible, so... And you're still not dead? Get out of here, man! Okay. As you can see down there, that keep that we took was captured by other enemies, and the Twilight Realm did reappear. So it does come back if you are not careful. And we got some of these guys down here, so we're going to take care of them real fast. Yeah, the Twilight Realm does come back if you let it fall to enemy forces. And this should be enough to get rid of both of them. So both of those aerofoils there. No, he wasn't in it. He looked like he was, but apparently not. Get down here. Okay. So, oh, we gotta go actually and save Agatha real fast, because she will die if we don't. Yeah, I'm just kind of... I'm a little bit scatterbrained right now. Oh, goodness, she's really close. No, you don't. I'm a little bit scatterbrained right now because this mission is a little all over the place. You can take care of things in a lot of different ways. And... yet, yeah, it's a little weird. And they're reactivating all these Twilight Realms, these keep saboteurs, so we gotta... I'm gonna go ahead and just hunt them down real fast. Yeah, it's this mission is a little bit weird. I do actually really enjoy it. I think it's one of the more exciting missions. It kind of keeps you on your toes, especially because there are a lot of instances where if you aren't paying close attention to where all your to where like Agatha is and where all the enemies are, you can lose. I mean, I've lost this mission a number of times to those Dark Nuts who were attacking Agatha because I decided that they weren't that big of a deal, and then they were. So it's a good mission, I think. It can get a bit crazy, but it is a bit all over the place, and so I have a hard time figuring out exactly how to commentate it. This looks like a good use of this special attack. Holy jeez! Nah, I'm taking a picture of that one. That's one of the best special attack uses I've ever had. And oh my goodness, every time I dispel a Twilight Realm, they just put another one right back up. This is very annoying, actually. Oh goodness, keep Saboteur, hello. I don't really know what else to say. I'm kind of running around right now just trying to take out as many of these Twilight Realms as I can before I face off against Midna again. Because if I don't, then she will become a problem. Or at least she can become a problem. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do it very well. So we're just going to have to, I think, kind of cut our losses. And, yeah, because she's in our allied base right now, which is not a good thing. So, looks like we'll be fighting a pretty powerful Impa, or, not Impa, a pretty powerful, Midna. But she's still only at half health, so we'll be alright, I think. It's just, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And that did, like, no damage whatsoever to her. Come on, run away, run away. There we go, okay. Midna does have a damage cap at around half her health. She will retreat to the bridge keep in the very back. So we'll go ahead and grab this one on our way. Just to, you know, lower the chances of us losing or taking lots of damage. I do think that overall, Midna's not the biggest threat. You can take her out just fine if you know what you're doing. Even if you have all the Twilight Realms are still active. But it makes the whole thing a little bit easier, and this mission is going on for a little while, so we want to take care of it as quickly as I can here. And this should be the end of you. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to run ahead and take care of Midna. So, I don't see any reason to warp there because we're right there. It would be faster to just run it. I will say, oh, goodness, this Dark Nut is still here. I will say this map is actually probably one of my favorite maps. It's very open, and it's kind of cool how just like widespread and open it is. Well, at the same time, you have like this massive bridge in the upper right corner, upper left corner, sorry, that just leads up to one keep off in the distance. I will say that keep is a bit frustrating because you have to like run super far in order to reach it. You have to run across the entire bridge to reach just this one keep. So if there is something important in that keep, then it can be a bit of a frustration to get there, but I like this map. It's very open and very, yeah. I don't know how many times I can say it's very open without it getting really old. The Twilight Princess Midna. Alright, I'm just gonna run in here and use this immediately. And then I'm going to turn around and grab this and use it again. Kaboom. Alright, and then I'm actually going to run away past Midna this way. We're going to go grab this bridge keep up here. And I'm just going to take care of this really quickly. Midna's going to follow us in here, which is fine. I have no problems with that. Ow, dang it. I was hoping to get something. I was hoping to get like a full magic jar. There is sometimes the rare occurrence that complete magic refill will appear in one of those, but not always. It's not guaranteed. So I checked just to see if I would get lucky. Yeah, let's see if I can get him to just kind of. Ow! Stop! Minute! Stop! Dang it! Why is this weapon so weird and jarring with its attack? I hate that. I'm just trying to kill this one Dark Nut so that I can clear this Twilight Realm real fast. Okay. Now Midna's gonna actually start flinching from our attacks, which is good, which is really what we want. She's still gonna be more powerful, but she's gonna, flinch sometimes. Here we go. We're just about taking care of it. There we go. Let's use this, and that should be the end of it, which is good because I've just about run out of things to say, and why did that not finish her off? I am very upset now. Oh, come on! He's one hit away! There we go! Midna was defeated. I love the one, red outpost up in the upper right corner there. That's real great up there. Anywho, that is the end right about for this mission. So I guess we're kind of done then. Just gonna be talking about stuff. But yeah, that worked out pretty well. Victory. We get to see Lana's end animation with the Deku Spear here. And that's that. Yep. Dude, spoilers! Game! Come on! But yeah. Get our Skulltula piece, and we did miss out on the heart container, but like I said, we can't get the heart container in this particular mission yet, so yeah. We earned quite a few medals and a new historical entry. I'll go over the historical entries and stuff later. Those are kind of fun, but you're now able to increase Lana's repertoire of actions, whatever. I'll do that off camera this time. I actually will do it off camera this time instead of accidentally doing it on camera. But anyways, that's just about it for right now. So next time on Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, we'll be heading on to the next chapter of the Twilight Princess arc in the Palace of Twilight, the Shadow King. I'll see you guys again real soon, but until then, I bid you all a hearty farewell. Bye-bye.